What is going on, guys? Sinister here, back with another video, and we are doing our very first Madden 18 video. We're going to be doing a little series of videos right here, and I'll explain that in a second. But basically, we're looking at the rosters for the AFC North, and we're going to do one for every division, do a video for every division, since obviously with 2K I can do it a little bit differently because there's only 12 to 15 players on a roster, whereas there's 53 for football. So we're going to have to break the rosters up, might go through free agents and stuff like that. And then we're going to jump into some Madden gameplay with long shot and stuff like that. But first of all, we got to go over the rosters. Start with the AFC North because, of course, Cleveland Browns. If you didn't know, I'm a diehard fan. Don't laugh. I know. We'll look at theirs first. We got quarterbacks. We got all three in competition. Same overall, 75 overall, and Kevin Hogan with the 66. We got Isaiah Crowell with an 82, Duke with an 80, and then the nobodies, Terrence McGee, Matt Days, and George Atkinson. Danny Vitale, I'm pretty hype about him. I've been liking what I've seen from him. A 70 overall, I'll take it. Wide receivers, we need some big help here. Kenny Britt, indifferent about the signing, but man, he's stunk it up in preseason so far. But it's preseason, can't really expect much there. But Corey Coleman and Josh Gordon, if he ever plays. So right now they got two active receivers that they know that they're going to start, and we might see some Duke Johnson as a slot wide receiver, and that's probably what I'll put him as once I start doing my Cleveland Browns rebuild. Tight ends, we got the rookie David Njoku, so hype about him, and then Seth DeValve, pretty excited what he's going to bring to the second year. And then we got a long snapper down here as a tight end with 51 overall. Joe Thomas, 92 overall, man. Just, I love this guy. The journeyman. You can't get more consistent. You just can't. This revamped offensive line I'm hyped about too. Joel Bitonio with an 84. J.C. Treader coming up with an 84 as well. Kevin Zeitler got that 88 overall. And we also got John Greco with an 82 there, which will probably move him to right tackle because we don't want Cameron Irving's bum ass playing. No, we don't. We got Emmanuel Ogbah at the left end, along with Nate Orchard. Myles Garrett as well. Cannot wait to see him play. Danny Shelton in the defensive tackle. The defensive tackle is clogged. We got Danny Shelton. Desmond Bryant was released, and I'm guessing we're going to see some Caleb Brantley and Ogunjobi in there since they're the rookies. I think they're a little underrated, especially Ogunjobi, but, you know, it's Madden. What can you expect? Left offensive linebacker, we got Jamie Collins Sr. coming back. Christian Kirksey is super underrated. The dude was like second in tackles last year. This man is an animal, and 82 overall is just way too low for him. Joe Schubert coming in with the 69, that's it. I mean, I guess it's only his second year, and he didn't play much year one, but I'm super excited. I think Joe Schubert can be a breakout player this year. I'm looking for him to do some big things, and I've loved what I've seen from him so far. Cornerbacks are much improved from last year. Jamal Taylor, breakout, great trade we got from him from the Dolphins. Joe Hayden just keeps getting worse and worse. Picked up Jason McCourty, and Brian Bobby Calhoun is a very underrated slot corner. Obviously now he's just known for fucking up Odell's leg. But, and then we got, there we go. Where's he at? Howard Wilson. This guy I'm really excited to watch play too. I was a big fan of him playing in Houston. I loved his game, so I was super hyped when they picked him up. Free safeties, we picked up Calvin Pryor through that trade. Really excited to see if he can revamp his career in Cleveland. And Jabril Peppers, of course. Cody Parkey and Zane Gonzalez with the kicking competition, but I think Zane's going to take this one. And we got Britt and Colquitt for the punters. And that wraps up the Browns rosters. Not the best. We got a 92, which is good, and then just on the same page, we got an 82 overall. So I think they're probably going to have the worst roster in Madden. Nevertheless, next up, we'll go through the Steelers. We'll do the Bengals since they're closer. The Bengals and the Steelers and the Ravens. Where are we at? Bengals. Okay. Take a look at their quarterbacks. Got Andy Dalton and A.J. McCarron. Obviously, those are going to be what they are. Gio Bernard gets the advantage over Jeremy Hill. Interesting. And then Joe Mixon coming in with the 79. I'm not going to go through all the players in this name for name since I'm not a fan of these teams, but I will still go through and show you the whole roster. AJ Green with a 94. Wow, John Ross with a 77. I think that's a little overrated. My opinion. Could be wrong. Tyler Eifert with a 91. Big fan of him. I do like him. Offensive line is going to need some work after losing him, man. After losing Zeitler and, I lost Zeitler and somebody else. I can't think. But, man, that's just bad offensive line now. Carlos Dunlap, but the defensive line's still looking good. Michael Johnson took a fall. Geno Atkins did not. Carl Lawson, Vincent Ray. So, yeah, I don't like Vontaze Burfict, man. I do not like him. Adam Jones, he makes me very angry. He as well. Most of the Bengals roster does, and it's kind of a disgrace that he even went to West Virginia. Makes me sad. Nevertheless, he's still a good player. It's not like I don't like Pac-Man Jones. It's just, man, whew, so much going on with him, as always. Free safety. He's only been in the league for 5 years. I feel like he's been here a long time. I don't know. Sean Williams with an 80 overall. Okay. And some kickers. Who are their kickers? Randy Bullock is on the Bengals now. I didn't know that. And then Kevin Hoover is their punter. So that is the Bengals rosters. We'll go to the Ravens or the Steelers. Probably the Ravens because, you know, alphabet. Ravens. Joe Flacco drops to an 81. I think that's the lowest he's been. Ryan Mallett with a 66, though. Danny Woodhead. I forgot he was even on the Ravens with an 82. And Terrence West with an 81. Pretty cool. Oh, I forgot they lost their fullback. Juszczyk isn't with them anymore. I completely forgot about that. Jeremy Maclin, completely forgot, also signed with them. Mike Wallace is there, and Rashad Perriman. Take a look at the reserves there. Ben Watson on the... Why did I just miss all these Ravens signings? They're getting all these veterans that I just completely went over my head. Ronnie Stanley. Whoa. They got that rookie offensive lineman, though. Oh, their offensive line's looking bad. Of course, you got Marshall Yonda. It's just never going to be bad. Yeah, their offensive line is awful. You got Marshall Yonda, and that's it. Literally. Okay, Ronnie Stanley. I forgot about him, but... yeah, the defensive line, not looking too hot as well. Brandon Williams is still there. Still there, I should say. Wow. CJ Mosley, obviously going to be a force for years to come, I think. Terrell Suggs still kicking it after 14 years in the league. Is still kicking it really well at that. A revamped secondary look there. We got Jimmy Smith, Tavon Young, Brandon Carr. And we got Brandon Boykin, too. I forgot he was on the team. Okay. Free safeties, Eric Weddle and Ladarius Swift. Both are free safeties. Interesting. And they got Tony Jefferson, too. Completely went over my head as well. So their safeties are nice. They got that safety. Actually... their secondary is pretty nice too, but the rest of it, man. Ooh, Justin Tucker, of course, a great kicker, and Sam Koch. Now, we're on to the last team for this video in the AFC North, and that is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben with a 91, Joshua Dobbs with a 72. I'm kind of interested to see him play, I'm not gonna lie. Le'Veon Bell with a 97, still hoping and praying some way he comes to Cleveland. Come home, baby. You're from Columbus. I think it's Columbus. I'm pretty sure. Regardless, you're from Ohio, just come home. We'll pay you the money that you want. Fitzgerald Toussaint. I remember in a game, he just tore the Browns up, and I was like, who is this guy? And he's just running all over us right now. But I feel like a lot of people do that to Cleveland. Regardless. Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, Eli Rogers, and Sammy Coates. A really good receiving core here for Pittsburgh. Not to mention you also have Le'Veon Bell. So there's that as well. Jesse James, the tight end. Kind of... got big hopes for him as well. Offensive line looking pretty solid. Per usual, it is Pittsburgh. I mean, go figure. I think they have the top-rated offensive line in the NFL now. I think Dallas is 2, and I think like Cleveland's 3, actually. This is according to Pro Football Focus, of course. Cameron Hayward. Ooh, some lackluster defensive line there. Bud Dupree. Was a big fan of him coming out of Kentucky. And then he got drafted to Pittsburgh, so there's that. Ryan Shazier, again, big fan of him, coming from Ohio State. Pittsburgh always drafts Ohio State guys, and they always win. And Cleveland never drafts Ohio State guys, and they always lose. James Harrison and T.J. Watt. Those 2 sacks in the first, 3 minutes of the first preseason game was pretty nuts. William Gay, he's still on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ross Cockrell. R.T. Burns. So... Steelers secondary just is always bad, and I feel like these aren't bad ratings. I don't know. I feel like these, not at all. I don't know. But regardless, that is it. that is up. That is it. That is up. That is it for the AFC North roster, guys. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again soon.